Chat. Well, here I am. Great morning. Up and ready to go. I would be leaving now so I could get on the road, but Noelle and Walter want to see me before I go. They wanted to see me one more time. So I'm waiting for them to get up. And then I will hit the road. I'm just glad everything is done, and the wedding turned out wonderfully. Everything went well once I got over the kind of debacle of them not having stuff, ready to put in the reception. But everybody loved the reception, the decorations, the ceremony. Everybody came up and told me how wonderful it was, and so that was nice. I'm glad that everybody really liked it. People were crying during the ceremony. I saw a lot of eye dabbing out there. And I have to admit, when I was walking her down the aisle, when we got to, where you say your last farewell before you hand her over, just before I handed her off to Walter, I did have a few tears welling up in my eyes a bit. They got a bit moist. Didn't have full-on tears, but they got a bit moist, when you have that moment just before, you're handing her off for the next leg of her journey in life. And that was very sweet. It was, very sweet, very touching. I know people have asked about pictures and video and stuff, and there will be a lot. They took pictures for 12 hours. 12 hours. From 5 in the morning till we closed at 5 p.m. at night. They were doing pictures and video. They videoed the wedding. Okay, they did videotape the whole wedding. So here I am up there, and I'm having to wear two things for microphones, two microphones. They clipped it onto my dress. Here are my dresses, So anyway, so they did videotape the whole ceremony. Because like I said, they've got a lot of fans and friends and that really would have liked to have been there. So they did spend, I guess, quite a bit of money to have the video and the photos done. So looking forward to seeing all of those that they did. Oh, mercy. And the buffet, I've never had a better buffet. You go to some weddings and they have a plate, and you can order this plate or that plate, and it's dry, and this was really good. I don't usually have chicken, but I chose the chicken instead of the braised ribs. They had braised ribs, they had chicken, they had a big thing of all sorts of vegetables, squash and asparagus and all sorts of vegetables. They had two or three different, no, it was three, because one of them was a kind of a pasta salad, and they had two other salads. I had the spinach salad with, it had pecans and berries and stuff. Was really good. And then I had the chicken, which I don't usually eat, but this time I chose the chicken. It was really moist. I think it was one of the best chickens I've ever had. I mean, everything was so good there. which I was surprised, because like I said, a lot of weddings you go to and the food is just atrocious, but that was really, really good. So yeah, had the food. They had. I shared with you a bit of their first dance. They had their first dance, and I did the toast. And then they had a number of friends that stood up and gave them a toast, and it was just really nice. It was really nice. And I spent a lot of time talking to her friend Julie. Now, Julie, we've known for a lot of years. Yeah, known her for a lot of years. But her husband, Eric, is the one that's going through cancer. Yeah, at such a young age. But he's doing really well. He looked really good. He's, daily same thing with me. They took out a lot of his colon so he doesn't absorb the iron. Now he's doing really well. He just goes in for infusions once a month to build him back up. But he's I guess he's in remission, and he's doing well considering everything he's been through. So we were talking about that, the infusions, and he's got the same thing I've got with. We were feeling each other's pain yesterday with feeling like you're on tilt. But he had COVID. He said since he had that COVID, he's had that same feeling like you're on tilt. And yeah. So we talked about that. We talked about a lot of stuff. Really a sweet guy. But yeah. It was the first time I had met him. Now I know his wife for quite some time. And my daughter was the maid of honor, or what you call it, but for her wedding, for their wedding. So, yeah. So anyway, all in all, it was really great. I got to see his band members. They came to support it, which was really sweet. Came with their wives or their significant other, whatever it is. So that was nice that they came to support him. And just overall, it was really a nice day. But I chose to leave today rather than doing the VIP park tour. I've never been so interested in Disneyland, so I'm just going to take off. Although I could stay if I wanted to go on that, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to head back. So I'm waiting to see Mr. and Mrs. this morning. And, yeah. Like I said, I couldn't be happier. He is such a sweet guy. I just, really, really, really like Walter. Really happy for them. And I hope they have a wonderful, wonderful life together. But I think it's going to work out pretty well because, like I said, they have all the same interests, the same, So that's fabulous. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to close this out and we're going to get to the focus of the day and the spirit read like we do every morning. Nothing detours that unless I am so sick I can't move, then I might take a day off. But otherwise, this is what I put up daily. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here. Grab the cards for the focus of the day, and I'll see you online.